Hello, hello. Can you hear me? What's up? How's it going, everyone? We are finally live. I think I'm finally starting to get the hang of this again because the first day I did this, Friday, was it? I totally forgot how to stream, basically. So we should be good. We are gonna have a, oh no, where's the thing I'm looking for? Oh no, it's fine. We are gonna have a guest again today for reviewing a PR live with somebody else. Let me know, make sure my volume is good compared to the music, so the music is just more backgroundy and it's not as, it's not too loud compared to me talking. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Mikaela Caron. I realized in doing all of this, I forgot to say my name in front of every single stream. So how's it going? Hope you're having a great day. Today is also the start of GitHub Universe, by the way. So this stream probably will only be about an hour. So that everybody, if you want, you can then go jump immediately over and watch the GitHub Universe keynote, because all the virtual tickets are free to see that, but the in-person event is also happening right now. So that is what today is. We are going to be reviewing some PRs. So really it's probably going to be one-ish or so because we only have an hour. We're going to review a PR with one of the contributors, so it's like reviewing a PR with the person who actually wrote it, and then we'll kind of see what we have to do after that. I have a list of stuff like written on a literal index card of what we might do, so it kind of depends if we get to that or not. But let's get started. So let me switch over to my monitor and I'll introduce you to Daniel. Okay, so here's Daniel. You can see him. He's like in the corner basically on my computer because I'm sharing my whole monitor. We are currently using the software Tuple to do all of this streaming. The logo is up here in the right. It's basically, this software is used for pair programming. They are also sponsoring this stream, which I'm super thankful for. And that's just what we're going to use for pair programming, and we'll just go through it as we use it. But yeah, Daniel, go ahead and introduce yourself. Oh wait, hang on. I need to turn on, sorry, 1 second. Gotta turn on your audio. Okay, now go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi everybody, my name is Daniel Lyons. On most of my social media I go under Dandy Lyons, and yeah, I am a mostly self-taught iOS developer, and I make some open source stuff as well.
Awesome. I'm wondering, from my own curiosity, how did you find my Hacktoberfest project?
I joined the iOS dev.space Mastodon, and then I think I just followed a whole bunch of people, and I think that yeah, you posted on there.
Love it. Yeah, that's my friend Jay. He runs the iOS dev.space Mastodon. I did the thing I would not recommend, which is I built my own Mastodon server. Don't recommend it. Don't do it. But I did. But it's because I bought a domain like immediately. I went and bought the swiftdevs.space domain, and I'm like, this is the coolest domain ever. And so I then did that.
Sweet.
But that wouldn't recommend. Mastodon's fun though. Everyone would highly recommend joining that. And that they have an open source app called Ice Cubes. Well, not owned by Mastodon, but owned by a different guy. And that is also an open source app you can contribute to. But yeah, today
That he's also, yeah, his Swift UI code is awesome. I've read through like most of his app.
oh, that's cool. I haven't looked into it yet. I remember I asked for a feature and he like immediately did it within like a day or so. And I was just like, thanks. Love it.
He's pretty amazing. Like he doesn't he has a very interesting architecture. He basically just puts everything in the environment.
That feels weird.
It is weird, but it seems like it's kind of cool. I don't know.
If it works, it works. It's really
Yeah.
That's all coding is in architecture. If it works, it works.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna move your webcam so you're a little bit smaller, and we'll put you over in this corner. So now we're on each side of the screen. So I'm on the left side, then you're on the right. So
Sounds good.
we are gonna review your PR today, which let's go and check the issue. So yeah, I'm sharing my screen with you, right? So you can see it. And then yeah, you can click on the little drawing tool in the top bar, basically, of that window. You can like also draw my screen too. So you can like, you know, just click around basically and just draw. Love it. You can also change like the settings too. So by default, it does like drawing and then it immediately goes away. Or you can have it persist until you right click. So then you could like full on draw something and then right click to make it go away like whenever you actually want, rather than it automatically disappearing, which is also pretty cool.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So yeah, again, this stream is sponsored by Tuple. Love them. I pay for the software for like last year or two. Ooh, and I'm on the website. I'm on the testimonials. So if you want to see me, you can go to their website. It's also linked below. Tuple.com/Mikaela is like the link that you should click on. So then it says like, oh hey, Mikaela actually is good at promoting things. But also you could like my YouTube video. That'd be great. But let's look at the issue we are going to be or the PR we're going to look at, and the issue then. So I wrote up this issue for adding contributors number to the contributors list view. So let's go ahead and run the project. This is my open source project for Hacktoberfest. It is linked in the description, and it's basically for tracking car maintenance. Actually, I need to move you so you're not like on top of the simulator. And it uses Firebase on the back end. So right now I'm running the Firebase emulator. So that lets us kind of like have a little local version of Firebase running. So then we can, ooh, where'd my Safari go?
Is Warp your terminal?
Yeah.
That's an awesome.
Oh yeah, this is a terminal. It's called warp.dev, I think. Warp.dev. Yeah, it's this.
Oh man.
It's a terminal that's written in Rust, I believe. And it also has like AI, you know, so you can be like, how do I write this command? And it could possibly then tell you, and it has then the context of what like directory you're in and everything. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
I like it so far. It's got like a paper cut bug though. If anybody's heard of that. It's like a little bug that's like annoying at the time. It's like a paper cut. It's annoying at the time, but then it like goes away and it's fine. It has a paper cut bug though that annoys me enough that I almost don't use it. You'll see. We are on dev right now. I'll show you in a second, but it's super annoying to me. A company called Fig used to have like a plugin for your just regular macOS terminal or other terminals as well, where you can have autocomplete basically, and Warp does have that as well. But I'll show you what the paper cut bug is. It's super annoying to me. But we have, yeah, the Firebase emulator. So this is like locally Firebase is running. So we're running authentication and then Firestore because that's the only thing this project uses. We don't use real-time or anything else. So we could go to Firestore and we can see the actual data that's over here. So we are looking at like the first car. We have vehicles, the document, that's all the data. Then we click on maintenance events and then we can see the same data that's in our simulator. So like, if something happens, you can always just like see everything locally, which is pretty cool. But what we want to do for this issue, actually, let me make this. That's pretty big. I could make this kind of bigger. Yeah, that's cool. Then I'll move this like that. Okay, so what we want to do is add the contributor number. Oh, here it is. Add contributor number to the contributors list view. So that means if we move that back over here, if we go to settings, we can tap on contributors, and then we can see a list of everybody who has contributed to the project, which is super cool. It's just a public GitHub endpoint. We don't even have to do authentication or anything. But there's also with this a little number that shows you. I don't actually know what the number means. If it's like PRs merged or if it's commits, I have no idea, honestly. But it's a number of some sort. Yeah, that would make sense, but I don't really know. But there is a number that goes along with it. So that is what this is going to do. So here's like the example of what's currently in the app right now. And then like something like this is what we want it to look like. But without this background change, because I basically copied this from a different project of something that I saw. So let's see. So I use GitHub, what is it called? The GitHub CLI when I review PRs. So this is issue 355. The PR we're reviewing is called 366. So we could even change this to make it a better title. It doesn't really matter if we have the number in the PR title, because the PR title is kind of just to tell us what happened. And then the PR itself is linked here anyways with the number 355. So I'm going to remove it from the title to make it more clear. But add contributors number. And like technically you could kind of just copy the PR title too, but it kind of doesn't matter. I'm not super picky about it. Some people are. So read the contributing files of open source things that you do, because you never know. Add contributors number, let's just say, yeah, to contributors list view. Did I spell it right? Yes, I think so. And then when you put backticks, even in the title too, if we hit save, it like formats it as code too, which is cool. But let's see, we have the PR, so closes this. And also, if anyone didn't know too, when you write closes and then pound and then the number of the issue, this automatically fills in. So if we like clicked edit, it just looks like this, like closes number 355, but that it renders properly and like is a link, but also it then tags the issue together with the PR. So when the PR gets closed, the issue automatically closes with it, which is amazing. Ooh, Robert just said the new Mac Mini dropped. Oh, it did? Was that like today? Because I know the iMacs did. Did the Mac Minis drop?
iMac was yesterday.
Ooh. Hi, Michael. I realized Daniel License, you are on the stream right now. Michael License, you are a different person. He was the guy who I had told about the, what was it? The domain that I bought of an idea that I have. Because I was like, I know I talked to somebody about it, and then I looked back at my DMs, and I saw both of you back to back, and I was like, that's why I got confused. You both have the same last name.
Wait, did you say license?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Lions.
Oh, that's it. Reading is hard. Oh, it's close. It is very close, especially when reading is difficult. Wait, was it back to back like that? Oh yeah, it's Daniel Lyons and then Michael License. Ooh, reading, man. It's one letter off. One letter different. It's just a typo, really. But yeah, total side note, I had bought a domain, and I was saying how it has to do with server-side Swift, and I was telling one person about it, and I can't remember who was, and then I told everybody who was on the stream yesterday. But total side note. Let's go back to this. So how I tested preview and Xcode preview. So this is one way, or you can also just run the app, and then like another more in-depth instruction would be like run the app, tap on the settings tab, tap contributors, and then you would see the list. Would be an even better way to do it. Like this is a pretty basic feature, so I totally get what you mean. But that would be even better. So use a string inflection automatic plural agreement. Ooh, cool. With that, I know what that is. And then this is the screenshot. Cool. So let's look at the code, because I do it both ways. When I review PRs, ooh, I need to move you out of the way too. I will look at this file to see like what changed. So we can see 2 files changed. We could open this little sidebar. I don't like it because then the web window like has to keep getting gigantic, and I think that annoys me because as you can see when I do like all this programming, I always have like windows on top of each other, so I can always like click on them rather than you can also like explode them like this and then come back, but like I find it annoying here and there, so I'll just like make sure that the windows overlap but enough that I can always like click on something else behind it. Michael says, you'd be amazed how many people think I am a typo when spelling my last name. They're convinced it should be Lions. So then, Daniel, yours is the correct one. So then, Michael, yours is the incorrect name. That's funny. Yeah, no, reading is hard. Okay, so we know contributors list view change because that's where it is, and then contributor's profile view change, and then that's the only 2 files. So let's just go and look at contributors list view, and I keep moving your little window around because I like just keep putting it everywhere. Okay, let me see. Yeah, you all can still see that. Okay, so what changed? Starting on line 19 with the link here. So what did it change from? It went from, can we all see that? Yeah. Destination, URL, contributor, HTML. HTML URL. This looks like the same thing? Is this a tabbing?
I just changed. I really just changed from line 21 on. The rest is just white space changes.
Okay, gotcha. So if we... That's interesting. It would have even flagged this line to change. Because yeah, if you just made the contributor's profile view... Oh, actually, also, I need to check out... That's what I was doing. I need to check out your changes because we're not looking at it right now. So the GitHub CLI, yeah, we can do GHPR checkout 366, so that's the PR number. So then that automatically switches me onto your branch 355 at contributors number. There we go. Okay, now we're looking at it. And so, yeah, we have destination. If this does fit all on one line, I would put it on one line. Does
Yeah,
it? Or does it
I
hit the
just
line
put it
limit?
there because that's where it was before.
Okay.
I tried to keep it as close to what it was before.
I see, yeah, this is totally just a formatting thing for me personally. I would keep this on one line and then have this one as the second line.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, I'm cool with that then. So then that'll probably make it so that that's fine. Let's see. So when you created the PR, do you remember if you did like allow maintainer to make edits? I think, yeah, so.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't think about that.
I think, I can't remember if by default it's checked. That's something, if we have time, I'll maybe add that to the PR template. But maintainers are allowed to edit this PR.
Well, I didn't check it, so it must have been already.
Okay, yeah, because maintainers are allowed to edit this pull request means that, so I just changed this line from what Daniel had. So then if I go and commit this, let's see. Ooh, and it added a string. Okay, we'll do that in a second, but git add basic car main. Oh, see, here, this is the, what do you call it, paper cut bug that I don't like. So if I tried typing git add and then the file name, the autocomplete in Warp should be smart enough to think that the thing I'm going to add to the staging area in Git is going to be one of these two files. It should be smart enough to know that. But see, it's autocompleting to think I should add the main tab view. But it's like, that's not one of the files we've changed. So that shouldn't be what it thinks that I should add. That is the paper cut bug that annoys me so much. Because now, whoops, that doesn't even matter, yeah. If I do git add, or hang on, git status, git add. If I hit tab, now I have to go back and be like, okay, no, we're not in shared, we're going to settings. And see, it's not even using the right one yet. And it's like, you should already have the context to know.
Is it knowing from history?
Yes, it's taking it from the history, but it shouldn't though. It should know.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna add something, it should be one of these two. That, it's a paper cut bug. Like, it's annoying in that second. I could just as easily copy and paste this. But it's annoying enough to me that I'm like, oh. I used to use a tool, where's my Safari, called fig.io. It is being sunset because they got bought by Amazon. So shout out to them. But it's like an autocomplete for the terminal, and it was super nice. But since it got bought by Amazon, it doesn't work as well for me. And it makes me sad. But shout out to them. They got bought. Maybe one day I'll get bought by Amazon. Get something bought. That'd be cool. Okay, we're gonna add this. So git commit add, let's just say fix formatting. And then because, yeah, you added the allow edits by maintainer, I should be able to do git push. And then, yeah, I can directly push to your branch. So if it's like something small like that, I can quickly just change it. And I don't have to be like, hey, Daniel, can you change this line to all be on one line? Because, like, that's nice if you're in a company where you can, like, directly ping somebody. But, like, in open source like this, it'll just take, like, slightly too long to do, I think. And then, yeah, then I clicked refresh and we can see it right here. But it's still changed. So I can't remember then what the initial one was. Oh, it was like, I see, it was like that. That's weird. Oh, well. Okay, so we changed this back to online. Contributors profile view, which looks like it's probably, yeah, just line breaks, because you can tell between the diff. Nothing, I think, really even changed. Oh, actually, some of this did change. Name. Oh, was this all on one line? No.
Yeah, it was on one line before.
This has at least a few lines, but it was probably just indented weird. That's one thing. Maybe I'll go back through and like re-indent everything the way I want it, but it's something that I don't care about dramatically, so I just leave it a lot of times. But we have name, login.
I didn't know what to call that. So
Oh, the contributor count? I think that's fine.
yeah.
It could be a contributions count or just contributions without the word count. Either one.
Yeah.
This, I don't care. I think it's clear enough still. If you know what it is, I think it's cool. So then, okay, we are passing a new variable, so that's also, I think, why it changed. So we're passing that. So let's also, and then you added a navigation stack to the preview. So let's look at the preview. Make sure it all builds on my side too. Building.
Yeah, I just did that because you couldn't see the navigation title.
Yeah,
It's not a
which
big
is good.
deal.
I like it.
There's another question I had.
Mhm.
So something I just noticed, you have a task in a task. And
Yes, I see that.
I don't think it's necessary, but two, I think it adds extra overhead.
Did I make an issue for that? I saw this. I know I saw this before. No. Oh, I made this issue of use async await for a different function. But yes, that probably should. Ooh. Here's the thing about open source. We can always see who did it if we right click. Show last line for change. Who did it? Is it Yashraj? They did it. Okay. That's okay. We won't publicly shame them. It's totally fine. This is a very nice project, and I like to make it so that... See, and it's also... I reviewed this PR, so I let this through it, too. So, it's not only on them. Okay, go back to... Where's our PR?
Yeah, so just for those who may not know already, when you're in .task, you're already in a task context. So you don't need to spin up another one.
Yep. Okay, perfect. Love it. Plus, because this just hits an API that is open, like there's no authentication, the preview also just works too, which is cool. So I don't really like how it's got how it's all blue. I know it's blue because it's a link, but maybe, I didn't mention this, I don't think, in the issue, but let's maybe change it so it's not blue. Oh yeah, cause see, yeah, this one's not blue, but that's nothing against you.
I wasn't quite sure what you...
yeah, it's something like I'll sometimes write out a task and then after somebody does it, I'll be like, okay, I see, like I like how it's implemented, but I'm like, okay, I do want to change something little here and there. So this, I think though, is all good. Let's look at the next contributors profile view. Oops. Profile view. And actually I'm gonna just take this away while we're here because might as well. Okay, and contributors profile view. What do? We added a new variable. We added that to the initializer. Why do we even have the initializer? Structs have their own inits. I don't even think we need this actually.
Yeah.
And I like these to be all ordered. So this could be private. Those are not private. So then it's like you have your public things at the very top and then it gets more private as you go. I don't write that anywhere, but I'm thinking of making a documentation doc for that. So it's kind of like people can read over this and then I can always reference it being like, this is the way I like to code it as a style thing, really. Because this, like, it didn't affect the code at all. It's just personally, that's what I like. And this, I think we could get rid of this. And I think if we hit build, does it still build? Incorrect argument label. Ah, okay. So that changed from URL to image URL. I might actually still change that because I don't know if I like it. Let's see. Build. Okay. Preview. I remapped Command P, which you know is print, to refresh the preview because I'm not going to be printing any of my code, so Command P is preview for me. It's a good one. Okay, let's see. We added the variable added to the init. We just removed that. And then the VStack, rather than just having name, we now have name and then contributor count with the lovely, what is this called again?
You said on the like inflections.
This. Did I open that? Yeah, new tab. Go back to this. It is a super cool feature, called morphology. And I'll drop a link to this in the chat. So that, this allows us to automatically, like, plural things. So then, like here, like, she will receive 0 games, or she will receive 1 game, or she will receive whatever number games if it's over, like, 1. So that's how, you know, things, you add nests to them. But with morphology, you can do it like this. So then it'll automatically do it for us, which is super cool. So then, where's your PR again?
And the reason why that's a big deal is every language has its own grammar rules.
Yes.
For plurals and a bunch of other things too. So basically this is saying, hey, Foundation, you figure out the grammar stuff for us.
Yes, absolutely. And because this app is localized in how many languages? I don't even know now. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 languages, which is awesome.
I did just notice something though.
Yeah.
That's worth mentioning. Can you go back to that article
Oh, yes.
and then scroll to the very bottom? So I didn't realize this until this morning, but all the way on the bottom. So as of iOS 16, it's just Spanish and English.
That's funny.
So they probably added more by now, but I wouldn't be surprised if, like, for example, Ukrainian isn't necessarily supported by that feature yet.
Oh, I could believe it. That's really funny. Inflection rule. Oh, we could see. Let's just throw a little if statement in here and then jump to definition on this. Ooh, can inflect. We can pass it the language, and that is just a string. Morphology. Grammatic, gender, feminine, masculine, neutral. Oh, hey, look, we have an enum like this in this app. Paper size. Part of speech. Oh yeah, all the things that I forget what they are in language. Grammatical number, blah 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 blah. Let's see, do they have the actual all the languages? I don't think so.
So I think they're just country codes.
I think they are too, from what I can tell.
But I didn't see yet which country codes are supported.
That's okay. We tried to look. Yeah. But yeah, either way though, that's super useful because then, yeah, it'll automatically, so if we look at the preview, make this bigger so people can see it. It says, Mikaela with 1 contributor here, but if we change this to 2, now it automatically switched to 2 contributions rather than just 1. So that's what it does. Which is
so like in
cool.
Some languages they'll have a different plural for like 2 or 3 things.
Yeah.
And then another plural for like 4 or more.
Yeah, my friend Daniela, she speaks Croatian and they have so many. I was like, I don't understand this. But okay, I added my last name just to this because technically that's my username. Which is totally fine, but everything else I think looks good. The only other thing I was thinking on this, so we are passing image, URL, and contributions, and this all comes from the contributor object. So we could technically just pass the whole object instead of contributor, even though we don't need all the information it has at this point. Because it's nothing, yeah, like Daniel, you did. It's just like looking back at the code. I'm just kind of now like, okay, we're passing like 3 things when we already have the object. At this point, might as well just pass the whole object.
Yeah, that's
so
a good idea.
Let's
let the initializer handle it.
Yeah. So then let's change this to accept contributor, which is a contributor. Then we get everything that breaks. So contributor dot avatar URL, I'm guessing. And then contributions, and then do we want to make a mock thing? I want to say yes. Okay, I need to copy this info because I kind of want it. And let's now change this to contributor with all the things. Login, I don't know what that is. ID, 1, node, avatar URL. Ooh, hang on, what is avatar URL versus HTML URL? looks like 100. What is URL? Avatar. That's the profile pic. URL. HTML URL is the GitHub account. This is the endpoint for a user's profile data. Whoops. Whoops. Closed all the thing. Closed the wrong thing. Okay. We don't need the URL. We technically don't need that in this at the moment. Yeah, that's fine. This is Oh, what is the name? I'll go back to contributor. Where to go? What is the person's name? Login. That's confusing. There we go. Okay, so this, if you do
you ever like to do Control M?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Ta-da! Control M automatically reformats. It's beautiful. There we go. Okay, so we have changed all the things, I think, except for the list. Yeah, so if we go back here, contributor, and then give it a contributor, and then build. Is it build? Build canceled. Who canceled the build? I kind of like this playlist more that I've used today. I recently switched from Spotify to Apple Music, and so I had to like move all my playlists. I haven't moved all of them. There's like only a couple here and there that I haven't moved. But like my streaming music, also I went through Spotify and Apple Music because I just found like a DMCA free playlist kind of thing. But I kind of like this one more. Okay, preview's loading.
Nice.
Total side note. Okay, cool. We have this. So I have 230. That's cool. Ooh, where are you on here, Daniel? Let's see.
I didn't see myself on there.
Oh, you've contributed to this project though, you said, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's weird. You're not on here.
Is this mock data?
It shouldn't be, I don't think. Because we directly use... It calls this real task.
Yeah,
Actually, we can see... Let me just move this really quick to see... If I go to... Settings on this repo, and then... Or no, actually, it's not even in settings. It's in insights. Contributors. So this is the commits over time. It's really funny. They're very big in October, and then they die because I forgot this project existed, and now it's back. Let's see. Okay, 228. I feel like that's out of date then, because go back here and it reloads.
Oh, I think that answers our question.
Oh, what?
We were wondering if it's contributions or commits, and it looks like it's commits.
Maybe, but the number's different. My number here is 230, and then like Jay says 7, but over here it says 5.
Interesting.
But also 230 contributions. Oh, that's weird. 230 here versus 228 here. Now that doesn't make sense at all. If anything, I would guess this number would be lower rather than higher.
Yeah.
That's super weird. Okay, let's see if we can find you here.
Look for Dandy.
I don't think you're here. It could have been me. I could have messed up how I merged the PR.
I could have been on a different branch or something.
Oh, no, there you are.
Yeah, oh, there it is.
Weird. Actually, you know what we should do? When we have it done, hit Command R. We should run the app to see the changes also locally.
Yeah.
But it could be the preview, but let's see. You should show up here. But then, yeah, I think we're at... Does it tell me? It doesn't tell me on this page. We have to go back. We are at 69 contributors. Woo! So we should go to 70. Okay, so Yeah, see? Interesting. That says 2:30. Where are you? Yeah, that's weird. You're not on this. I wonder... That makes me think it might be a different endpoint. Like, this does have some information, but I feel like it might be a different endpoint then.
Yeah.
Do you know... If you go to my repo right now, can you click the Insights tab, or is that not there for you?
One moment.
While he's looking, everyone, if you
I
haven't
see
yet, be sure
Insights.
to like the video.
Yeah, I'm on Insights.
Okay, so you do see Insights. Okay, cool.
I don't know if I see all the same things that you do, but it looks like I see at least most of it.
Probably not. Oh, also,
yeah, I
because...
see 228 commits on yours.
Okay. Because the other thing I noticed, so we can see here, this is Omar. Oh, come on. Anyone else? Mike. Like, all these people are like, it says they're the other top contributors to the project, but then if we go back to the README, I added this thingamabob here, and it says the top contributors are Omar, Robert, Martin, like all these people, but then it's like, I don't think these are the top ones though. So I feel like different endpoints are being hit on this thing versus like what we use here. Because yeah, this doesn't have the full number. Also, a different issue I'm gonna make is add the number here so it says like how many people have contributed. So I could put that like either on here or on here. So it's like at the top right. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, this is a link because you can click on anybody and it goes to their profile. Let's real quick change that though so that this is not all blue because I just don't like how it looks. It was fine when it was only the username, but now that we have the contributor number on there, I kind of just don't like the look. But then that's just, again, a stylistic thing. Daniel's PR is basically reviewed at this point. We are only just changing the look. Oh, where did Warp go? Did I close it? Did you close it on my computer? You may have. No, I found it. No, it's fine. Okay. Oh, also something I noticed. So I believe what you did when you created this, you tested everything with the previews, but you did not build the project because if we look at the changes, the localizable strings file changed, which has this inflection thing.
Yeah.
You had to build the project, and I think you didn't because otherwise this would have shown up in your changes as well.
Yep.
But that's a little thing. On this, it's not as big of a deal because you really only added one thing. But for some other changes, it might be like a lot of different strings that get added.
Yeah, that's a good call out.
So let's add all of this. Git commit. What do we do? Pass contributor contributor object as opposed to 3 parameters and anything else, and fix formatting.
There's also the task thing.
Oh yeah, let's just add that. A task. So these commits also, they're useful, but they're also not super useful because I end up squashing all the commits by everybody anyways, for the fact that like, where's my GitHub or my Git Kraken? In here, then it looks like this, and all the commits are like way cleaner. Plus, how I write issues, a lot of the issues are small enough that people rarely have like more than 300 to 500 lines of change, but I do that on purpose so that I don't have to review like really big PRs. But I do that anyways. And then this is Git Kraken. I believe I have a link in the description for this one as well for anybody who wants to use it. I love it. And you can use it for free on open source projects in any public repos. It's once you want to use it on a private repo, that's when you have to pay for it. But if you use my link, I don't really get anything. Okay, git push, and then we'll go here. GitHub should say refresh, and then there we go. Now we have our localizable strings here. Does this have a comment also? Side, real quick side. We have text here. We do have a comment. Yeah.
right after you do that, you wanted to get rid of the blue. I
Mm.
don't think we got rid of that yet.
Yes, thank you. So this is the oh my gosh, can't spell this word. Contribution number. Contribution number? Yeah, basically. The contribution number
of contributions.
I like that better. The number of contributions by a contributor. Okay.
Nice.
So then we build it, and now it's too long, but that's fine. But once we build it, and then we look at git status, yeah, now we have the localizable strings change and this file. So if we look at the diff, we have the comment is now added in there as well. GitHub diff.
So do you know how
Yeah.
inflections also works with the localizable strings? 'Cause I haven't like checked that
Ooh,
out yet.
yes, it's super cool. Yeah, that's fine. Hang on one second, I'm fixing all the formatting. Oh my gosh, what just happened? Hang on.
So
Oh, I missed one.
Yeah.
Hang on. Okay, we're just gonna copy my comment, discard everything. Comment. Okay.
You have the end quote on a different line.
Okay,
The
so
end quote up,
then there we go. Okay, now it's not on too many lines. And Robert, you said GitHub Desktop also works well. Yes, that's true. GitHub Desktop is also free. I like GitKraken because I thought the name was funny, honestly. That was part of it. But it's super cool. They have this launch pad, so I can also see all the PRs and everything because I have the scope to this repo. So I can see this. I can see all the issues here. So I could technically do a lot of this PR inside of GitKraken as well, too.
Nice.
But I just like this one better, really. But they are very similar. GitHub Desktop, though, completely free. GitKraken, you have to pay for eventually. But I like them. So you did that. We did that, which was Git. And then see, notice I use like terminal to commit things as opposed to using GitKraken. Like I could just do like click on this, stage it, stage this, type it here. But for me, I'm like, okay, I can already type quickly. So because of that, I'll just go here. I can directly just go git add and then git commit. And it's so much faster than me having to like click and on everything. So I use GUIs really for like diffing. If it's like, but even this, like the diff was really easy. So I can just type, I type git d for git diff because, what do I have on my terminal? Oh my ZSH. It's a plugin thingamabob.
Oh, okay.
So it like GST is git status. So then like shortcuts. But also if you type, you can't do a diff when your files are in the staging area. So then you have to look at them over here, or you would have to unstage them. Git is fun. But same thing, git commit, add comment to the comment to text. And then you see when we committed this immediately like worked. And then I do git push. And then it's over here. Okay, I think that's all good. Then yes, last thing was the color. I'm gonna also put that on a new line.
When the translator provides a translation, do they just
Oh yes, it's super cool.
Contributions?
They would do, let me find it. Right here. Is it this button? No. That went back to this line. Oh, where is it? Vary by plural. This is what somebody would click. Let me find a video. Daniela gave a talk on localization at multiple different places, but this is the one I remember. Swift connection. I love Daniela. Swift connection. Actually, is this word more? Swift connection. Where are the conference talks? Here they are. View full playlist. Oh, it's at the top. Daniela. After this lovely Google ad that I'm gonna take off stream because I don't know if that's bad. Okay. Oh gosh, it's moving. So this was her talk, and somewhere, oh, here it is. No one can hear it. I don't even know, Daniel. I don't even think you can hear it, but it looks like this basically. And then, oh, is she doing something else? Oh, here's her explaining how Croatian changes. Does everyone see this? Croatian changes the ending depending on how many numbers of things, and it changes like throughout
Oh
many.
You gotta remember 22, 23, and
Yeah.
24 are different. Wow.
Yeah, I was just like,
Not both
what?
13 and 14.
I was like, this breaks my brain. But it's amazing. And I was just like, you're the perfect person to then give this talk. Where'd it go? Oh, right here. So when you click vary by plural, it'll change this to one, few, or other. And so then you would write the proper translation for that. And then, what was it here? Yeah, it's one, few, or other, but I think you can then also add a range if needed. But I'll share this link as well because it's super cool. It's a really good talk that she has. Yeah, this should share because I shared it.
Yeah, and the inflection thing, if I'm not mistaken, it's built into attributed string. So
Yes, that sounds right.
You don't have to use it in Swift UI. You can use it in anything that has foundation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds right to me too. Okay, what was I gonna change? Oh, all of this VStack. Where are we at? We need to make this not tinted.
Button style plain.
Is this a button though?
It is on the, like, within the list, it becomes a button.
Yes, here. Is there a link style or is it a button style? There is not a link style. List style.
Yeah. Because the list will make it become a button style. Like, it'll apply a button style to it.
Okay. Come on, build.
Typically removing the button style that the list is adding.
Yes. Yeah. Also, what I would love is to make it where it has the arrow on the side, because then it makes it even more clear that this is something you click now, because we took away the style.
Yeah, so we might want to add that trailing chevron arrow.
Let's make that.
Since we just got rid of it.
I'm gonna make it a different issue. So then that's the fun thing about this repo, because I like try to make it for a lot of beginners. This now, that can be a whole separate issue of like, okay, add a specific icon to this, because it's like a more simple issue that somebody experienced or not can kind of like get into it, so they can first like see how everything works, but it's not something that's super difficult, and it will like literally be a 5-line change or something like that.
Can we test something? Because I'm not sure if so like if I
1 second, git change button style, oops, spelled button wrong, to plain to make the button not blue. Okay.
So the one thing that I just wanted to double check on is, like, if I click this,
so you can.
Oh, sorry, I'm on draw. If I click this, it's not doing the link.
That could totally just be a simulator thing.
Could be.
Like a previous thing, because it doesn't have a home screen, I don't think, does it?
Correct. Yeah, we don't have the stack set up, but anyways, I think we should test that, because I'm not sure if the button style plain makes it so that only this will be clickable, but not this blank space on the right. So I just wanted to double check that. Yeah,
so... And also, it happened so seamlessly, if anyone didn't notice. Daniel was the one controlling then my screen rather than me controlling it. And you can just do it by like clicking and it just takes over basically. But yeah, let's run the Good call. Let's always run the project before you like merge things. Okay, so we go here. So I clicked on text and it did, but if we, oh yeah, it does get rid of, I can't click the whole row over here. I have to click on the text.
Yeah, so another thing, instead of button style plain, it might be better to do foreground style dot primary.
We could do that. Let's do it then down here on the VStack foreground. But
That'll apply.
that'll override this one. So then we would
I'm not sure what the best solution is.
We'd have to put it down there.
But it looks like the list is applying it after the fact.
Oh yes, it is, because this doesn't do anything. Yeah, because this. Let's see. Go back here. Yeah, it's still like that. So then, and then yeah, we can click the whole row. Oh, what did I just do this on? I just did this on vehicles of clicking. Oh, it's not in your fork. That's okay. We just added yesterday where you can click anywhere here and it goes to a detail view. I'm guessing whenever you created this, it was after we just merged that yesterday. So it's not in your branch at the moment, which is okay.
Oh, okay.
We could update your branch also as well, because it's technically then not updated with dev. But because I know your changes don't conflict with any other changes, I just won't sync it and then I'll just merge it together and I know it's going to be fine. But if, you know, it was like a way bigger project, that's definitely something I would do beforehand. But if we could do, so yes, so then this would not matter. Is that really where it goes? Okay, there we go. Fix tabs. Let's then do, so we have a list style. Let's see, what happens if we Google this? Remove blue text from link. And we need to write the word Swift UI. Let's see, remove link highlighting. Yeah, Text verbatim. No, we don't want to do it that way. It's really funny. On my GitHub, am I logged in? Yes, I have all of this karma and everything is from one question that I answered. Someday I want to go in and like actually answer questions, maybe some more, but it's really funny. Everything on my Stack Overflow, I made this one beautiful answer, and that's the only thing that's gotten upvoted and why I have like any karma at all.
My favorite thing about ChatGPT is I don't ever want to use Stack Overflow ever again. There's so much toxicity.
This is true. I am trying to be nice. Accent color. That would not work. This color is spelled wrong. Spelled wrong for how we write it in Swift, I should say. Tint color is accent color. Huh. Oh, accent color has been deprecated. Oh yeah, this says depreciated. Side note, depreciated and deprecated are two different words, and they actually do mean two different things. In coding, we technically should be saying deprecated. I learned that one day. But that's kind of funny that this was deprecated, so that means it did exist at some point. Let's see what ChatGPT... Actually, this was something I asked last time. Let's see what Cursor has to say, because I have not been using it recently, because a lot of times I don't like AI.
I'm pretty sure we could do it with foreground style inside of the list.
Like
foreground style primary.
Like right here?
On the link itself, yeah. I think that would do it.
Oops. Okay, build that. Oh no, we ran over. Okay, it's only a few minutes.
Sorry, y'all.
No, it's totally fine. I just like check the time because it's kind of funny. It really does on a live stream. It takes like a whole hour to review a PR, but in reality, I would have reviewed this PR in like 20 minutes. But it's because we're talking. We're having a good time. So yeah, everyone who is still here, be sure to like the video. Oh, hey, look, it worked.
There we go.
Okay, so let's run this and then see it in the simulator, because the simulator might be different than the preview, but this probably is fine. But okay, that's interesting. Makes sense, but is also interesting. But if we made foreground style primary, yeah, that would take over overall, and then the secondary, yeah, still works. Okay, cool.
And the whole thing is clickable still, right?
Yes. Awesome. Love it. Ship it. We should click the ship it button.
GTM.
Okay. That is committed. We can refresh this. I'm gonna just refresh the whole page. That's fine. We made that change. That one. Then we changed this. We did that. Cool. Then we can say approve. Great work. Do this PRO live. Where's the link to this live stream? Ooh, why is my mouse like stuttering? I could be running out of battery on my mouse. That might be a... Okay, cool. So we're gonna do that. We are gonna... See, like, this is... I usually leave all of this because this automatically gets created from all the commits because I squash everything. So I leave it because I don't really care. Merging. Ta-da! Now it's merged. And then notice, again, paper cut bug on GitHub. This still says open, but if you hover over it, it says closed because it is closed, but this page didn't refresh. It's teeny tiny things that I'll notice here and there because of this. So now we can do that. I'm going to close Xcode because it sometimes freaks out because it forgets how to do its job. We have both then committed, so then I can check out dev, then do git pull. There's the new changes, and then git branch, and then I usually immediately delete the person's branch. So then I don't have a million branches on my machine because they bother me. Okay. And there we go. We have reviewed one PR. What else? Anything else? Let's build it to make sure it all builds. Because I do break dev every so... a lot of times, actually. I break dev all the time. Like, currently, all the GitHub actions are still broken. So, actually, I could go into the actions here. Deploy documentation. Cancel that because it doesn't work. And unit test, did it already fail? We'll cancel that one, too. Because...
Have you ever gone close to your GitHub actions, like monthly compute limit?
I don't think so.
That's good to know.
So, and because this only runs unit tests, which I think there's only 2 unit tests in the whole project, and they're very basic. The whole reason that it takes a long time to run the unit tests is because of Firebase. So I could probably do some stuff with caching so that it still doesn't take as long, but unit tests will sometimes take 7 to 10, sometimes 15 minutes to run, and that's only because it has to pull in Firebase. But if we didn't do that, the unit tests themselves, like, take... Let me go to them really quick. Where are they? Tests. Shared models. Contributor tests. If we run this right now...
Oh, sweet. You went to testing. I love
Yes,
testing.
I immediately did. That was one of the first issues that I created was I have bumped the project to iOS 18 only, macOS Sequoia, even though macOS doesn't build right now, and immediately moved everything over. That's also why I broke Fastlane, is because it doesn't know how to handle iOS 18 yet. I think. Yeah, I fixed it and then broke it again. But this is only taking a hot minute to load because I haven't run the tests in a minute, but we'll see, like, you know, the output of how long the tests actually take. They only take like a second or two. It's really the building of the project that actually takes a long time. But while that loads, this is pretty much it. We reviewed one PR. I still, as everyone can see, have several PRs to go through. I already have an idea of what we're gonna do tomorrow. I think we're gonna do way more pair programming on this implement add odometer reading via an app intent, because then you could talk to your phone with, you know, us in the US, Siri, Apple Intelligence, saying, add 100 miles to my car named something, and do something like that, which I think would be super cool. But then it also means you could use it with shortcuts, because then I could make eventually, you could make a shortcut of when you get in your car, it could start logging miles, and then it would log miles until you like exit your car, because you could see if it connects to Bluetooth or not, and then you can make it like automatic, and that would be super cool. But that part is way farther in the future, but the general idea works. Oh yeah, I set my computer to have confetti every time tests run, because that makes me happy. But yeah, 2 tests run. Yay! And then that is from tuple. 2 tests run passed after 0.002 seconds. So the tests don't take a long time to run. It's the building of the project that takes like forever. But yeah, I've never hit my limit for free, because I have a free, GitHub Actions runner limit, because this is a public, like, open source project. But it's still limited to some minutes, but I forget what they are. But yeah, that's pretty much all we're going to do on this stream today, because I wanted to kind of keep it short so that everybody can kind of go to GitHub Universe and see whatever GitHub announces today. But that'll be it. I will be streaming again tomorrow for probably approximately the same time or so, maybe like an hour earlier. It'll kind of just depend when I make the stream. I'll do that like sometime today. But let me turn the music down a little, and then thank you to Daniel for joining me on the live stream. It was super fun, and it's super fun getting to see and like test this software too, because like I use this software to pair program like all the time, but it's super fun to actually be on a live stream and like kind of still chatting with somebody. Otherwise, it's sometimes me just kind of talking to myself, like talking to myself, talking to my computer when I live stream, because I'm in like a empty, like quiet room. But yeah, thank you again, Daniel, for coming. And
yeah, it's been super fun. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thanks again. And anybody, this link is in the description for this repo if you want to contribute to this project. And yeah, after Hacktoberfest, we're getting close. Now it's 29th. Last stream is tomorrow, the 30th. So then everyone has like one more day, and then I'm gonna try to ship the app, because I meant to do it last year. You know, it's been a whole year. I have a year of excuses to give, but this year I'm finally gonna ship it. So that will be coming, and then as you can see, like in the project, we'll have a list of all the contributors. So then when it's on the App Store, you can be like, look, my name is there if you helped contribute to this project. But yeah, let me switch. Daniel, I'm gonna turn your audio off, so by the way, people can't hear you. And then switch to just me for a minute. And then yeah, that is the end of the stream. Mark, thanks for joining. Thanks to everybody who joined the stream today. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow approximately the same time, and I will make that stream sometime today. I'm going to try to make it before like 10 p.m. because I almost even forgot to post about it yesterday. I did it like right before I went to bed. But I will make the stream, so then be sure basically to subscribe, turn notifications on, and you'll actually get notifications on when I create all these streams, because I always keep forgetting. But yeah, thanks again for everyone for joining, and like the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!